this is Jenny from Homestead Corner, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about shortages. So each time we go to the store, I am seeing less and less on the shelves. It's not getting better at all. Things are definitely slowly, progressively getting worse. And you can see it every single time you go to the store. I can in my area, and I'm sure a lot of you can see it too. It's just, it keeps dropping and dropping the amount that's there. So I think right now we really need to look at where this is headed, where this is going, and how we can prepare for it. With there still being so many problems with shipping, and the ships coming into the ports are having to wait for months out in the harbor. They can't unload their goods, so they can't get the products in to get them to start shipping through the country. So that's one of the problems. Another problem is these shipping containers, there are not enough of them because they're sitting and waiting so long that it is costing more and more and more for the suppliers to get their stuff onto a shipping container because there just isn't the space to do it. Once the products get off the ship and into the ports, they're sitting there waiting for drivers to start driving the stuff to where it needs to go. And we keep seeing more and more labor shortages, and these new mandates are only going to cause more shortages. So with all these shortages, we need to prepare for there to be less and less in the grocery store. And today what we're seeing is big gaps. You know, a couple of months from now, I think the gaps are going to double and be so much larger because of these shortages, and everything keeps compiling. On top of all this stuff, we have had all kinds of crop failures across the country, around the world, really, because of the weather, different things going on. So whether it is natural reasons for a shortage or man-made reasons for a shortage, combined together, this is a complete disaster for our food system. Our whole shipping system is a complete nightmare right now, and there's no chance of it getting better by tomorrow. So we really need to make sure we are stocked up on all those things that we need to get through. Do you have enough baking supplies if you need to start making your own bread tomorrow and your own rolls and whatever it is that you eat? Do you have enough to make those? Do you have all the stuff in your pantry? Now is a great time to take a few hours, or whatever it's going to take, a whole day, 2 days, depending on how much you have, and just go through what you have and make yourself an inventory list. Inventory list really helps you when you are looking to see where the gaps are. You might not notice that you're lower on something than you'd really like to be. There are a few inventory apps in the Google Play Store, I'm sure on Apple as well. I don't have an Apple phone, so I'm not really sure what they have, but they do have apps for inventory of your prepper supplies, things like that, that you can get. I don't think any of them are free, but I personally am a pen and paper old school girl. I love to write everything down. Pen and paper is what I like to do. So having it all written down, if you've got an inventory of everything you have, once you have that, you can see. And when you pull something, you can go to that inventory and mark off that you took one. You know, so you know, go to the store and buy 2 or buy 3 or buy 5. You know, if you see it and there's not enough of what you think you need, increase it. Definitely increase it. By winter time, I really think our stores and our ability to get food is definitely going to be a lot more limited than it is right now. We were down at BJ's not too long ago, and I am starting to see more of the little signs that are limiting the number of items that you can purchase. So like they had this sign that you can only get 2 of the chicken wings, and there was another sign right next to it that states that some foods are out of stock because they're having trouble getting them from their suppliers. This is going to continue. I really believe it is. And I think we need to really jump on top of this and make sure that every nook and cranny is full and stacked to the rafters so we can make it through this. Back during the Great Depression, they had ration cards, and you could get so much food per person in your family. We could go to that again if things get bad enough. I wouldn't be surprised if it actually happened. And if they are limiting the number of things that we're buying at the grocery store, if things get too much more worse, it could definitely go to something like that, where you are only allowed to get a certain amount and you are marked off, and that is it for the month. If it comes to that, your pantry is your insurance to help keep you healthy with good, nutritious foods. And I found a super good deal today on Amazon, and I will put links to these in the description. This just a few hours ago, just before I made this video, which is around 3 o'clock, I found they have a bunch of the Augustin Farms number 10 cans really inexpensive today. I don't think that they're going to stay that cheap. They fluctuate up and down all around. And definitely check Walmart.com also. That is another place that I have found them. I mean, I love Thrive products. They're very good, but they're not really inexpensive. So there are some products from Augustin Farms that I really like, and we buy those, like their pancake mix, their country biscuit mix, and things like that. Some of their shredded potatoes are really inexpensive sometimes. If you keep an eye on Amazon, if these prices jump back up, definitely watch on Amazon. I notice on Tuesdays, that's the day that it seems to dip to the lowest point. And I'm talking, I saw 3 or 4 different things for less than $10. And I'll put the pictures over here next to me so you can see them. They were really inexpensive. Maybe not the most nutritious food to add to your pantry, but it will keep you nourished and it will help add to what you already have. And that is it for today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.